Hello, Billy.
Hello.
Welcome to Heart.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, thank you for being with us. First of all, could you say hello to our viewers that are watching?
Okay. Hello, my name is Sung-jae. That's my Korean name, but I'm more known as Korean Billy.
Who might be our knight in shining armour when it comes to preserving northern accents?
But the latest star of the web is Korean Billy.
Korean Billy.
Billy, you're an absolute legend.
Billy, you're a legend. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Chicken. Chicken. Dog. Dog. I'd like some chicken. I'd like some chicken.
Please welcome...
A man at the center of British people's attention. Korean Billy, a Korean man who has a free command of British accents than the British themselves. He became the hottest Korean in England with his YouTube channel about British English and British culture.
Inside the Liverpool pub, I'm so excited. What menu? Let's see that.
On today's Heart to Heart, we listen to Sung-jae's incredible story about an ordinary student and job seeker's rise to fame. So we'll be talking about that today, but I do want to begin by talking about how you became a celebrity in England.
Okay.
This is when BBC show, they aired one of your YouTube videos, the ones that you create. So tell us more about your YouTube videos.
So it was it's almost around 1 year ago, and last April, I think. So I made a YouTube video about London area accent and Liverpool accent. And I just posted it on my YouTube channel, and suddenly it went, so-called viral. And yeah, lots of, British people, including Liverpool people, watched my videos, and BBC featured my video. And I think they just find it really interesting because a random Asian guy did a British dialect. So I think they found it really interesting, so that's why they featured my video.
How did this lad go viral this week?
I want to say it.
I know who this guy is.
Oh!
I think he's a bit genius.
I repeat, I'm getting doing the tune. You're canning I'm gonna get more or why man. Hello everyone, this is Billy. Mandem means mate, and it usually means male friend. Mandem sometimes means a group of friends as well. I'm going to get some Nando's chicken with my friend. Gonna get a chicken Nando's with him, Mandem.
Billy, welcome to Virtually Famous. It is an honour to speak to you, sir.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Oh!
Yes, mate. I've given Billy some phrases and some accents to say to me.
So the first one is, I didn't go with because it was purple tea.
I didn't go because it was Birmingham. I thought it was Welsh.
And that was, I didn't go out because it was very cold, in a Glaswegian accent.
Yes.
Oh!
You are
I'm going to give points to shot.
Now, there is a large variety of accents across northern England, and they range from like mild to strong. I didn't actually know that there were so many dialects and accents.
Really?
I had no idea. But why the interest in Northern England English?
Oh, okay. I think that's because I went to the Northern England.
I see.
Yeah, as an exchange student. So when I went to the UK as an exchange student, I lived in the town called Preston, and it is near Liverpool and Manchester in Northern England. So I was just surrounded by Northerners, actually. So I just naturally absorbed their accents, and just most of my classmates were from Liverpool and Manchester.
Could you maybe show us a few examples of standard English and how dialects differ?
Okay, I think like the best example would be one Liverpool dialect word, and it is called brachi.
Brachi.
Yeah, and that means breakfast in Liverpool. So, like, for example, in Liverpool, like the K sound is a little bit different. So we say just k, but in Liverpool, people say like h. That kind of like, it sounds a bit like, German or Dutch,
What was it?
Brachi.
Brachi.
Yeah.
And that means breakfast.
Yeah.
And breakfast is the American English pronunciation, and the British English is
just breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay, it sounds different. And brahi sounds like a totally different language.
The typical sentence would be that brahi's boss la.
What did you just say?
That brahi was boss la.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Brahi.
Yeah. And boss.
Boss.
Boss means awesome.
Awesome.
Actually. Yeah. And Liverpudlian people usually just say la at the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
That actually means lad, and that means mate. All right, la. Gotta go and see our kid in the Aussie. That brahi was boss la. I'm going to ask that for some scran la. I need new club la. Hello, this is Billy. La is an abbreviation of lad, and Scousers usually say la instead of mate. Also in Scouse, la is often put at the end of a sentence. The next one is brahi. I think you can guess what it means as it looks similar to the original word. Brahi means breakfast, and brahi can also be spelled with B-R-E-K-K-Y.
All right. So you have become a hot personality in the UK. The BBC, the Telegraph and Metro have aired your video and it went viral. You became very, very popular, especially about the Liverpool accent, right? Am I correct? So you were recently invited to Cambridge University. Was this why you made your recent visit to England?
Right, that's right.
Tell us about that.
So Cambridge University Press contacted me. I think that was because they were celebrating their 100th anniversary of their pronouncing dictionary. Yeah, so they just wanted to make exciting videos about just generally about British English and English language. So they just invited me, and we made various YouTube videos and just creative videos together. And they were also really interested in how I learned British English as a foreigner. Because I didn't live in the UK for a long time, but I just managed to achieve the fluency about British English.
All right, but when you made your very first YouTube video, what did you have in mind? I mean, how did you come to create your video?
So actually, I started my YouTube channel right after graduation. So I actually wanted to work as a broadcaster or broadcast journalist. So I wanted to work for a broadcasting station. So I really struggled to get a job at a broadcasting station, but it didn't work out really well. So I just thought it would be also great to make my own broadcasting station and make my own broadcast. So I just started making a video. And so at first it wasn't about British English. It wasn't. So I just wanted to keep the journalism style video. So the first topic was about first Asian stores in Korea. So that was quite far from the British English. And just after making several videos, I just chose the topic about British English and British dialects. And that's how I started my YouTube video.
All right, so you lived in the UK for a very short time. I mean, you currently live in Korea, but you went to study to England. For how long did you live in the UK?
So I spent my time as an exchange student in the UK, and I spent 1 semester in the UK, so for about half a year.
Half a year, only 6 months.
Yeah,
and
6
here you
months.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious. You've always been interested in English, especially British English, and that was when you were in high school, did you say? Where did you study and how did you study English?
Well, so just when it comes to English itself, I started to just learn English when I was a very young kid. I used to just study American English because in Korea, students usually study American English, right? And when I was a high school student, I just got fascinated by British films and British TV shows, like British culture. So I just really wanted to go there and experience the real culture over there. So I think that's why I started to learn British English, because just to go there, I thought the first step to go there was to just learn British English. So that's how I started to learn British English. And I usually just watched, every British film and every British TV show. And just, British radio, BBC radio shows, stuff like that. Yeah, I think I just did almost just every way to learn British English.
So it was all practice and I guess most of all interest because you had such a great interest in English and British English. Because I heard that even the locals said that you sound perfect.
I'm going to talk about 5 differences of pronunciation between standard American English and standard British English. Let's take a look. Little, little, pity, pity, bottle, bottle, water, water, bottle, bottle.
Now, your YouTube channel is called Korean Billy, and that's why I said hello, Billy, as I introduced you on our show. How many subscribers do you have, and how many views have you gotten so far?
Okay, so even though I call myself as a YouTuber, I have more followers on Facebook.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so on Facebook, I think I have about 40,000 followers, and I have around 10 million cumulative views on Facebook. Yeah, still really surprising to me.
How does it feel?
I don't know, like I can't really feel that many people watched my videos because I'm in Korea and people don't really recognize me even though I've got like so many views. So I can't really feel that, but actually I went to the UK like several weeks ago and quite a few British people recognized me and said hello to me. So
really?
Yeah, that was really exciting. And yeah, they really encouraged me to, do more videos. So that was one of the most exciting moments.
Oh, wow. Did any of them ask if they could actually be in one of your videos?
Oh, right. So some friends asked me to, just they always, they keep saying they are really willing to be a guest in my video. But I asked if they can speak in British English, and nobody replied to me.
Oh, really? Because I think it would be a good idea to have a Korean come on one of your videos and practice, speaking British English, or at least give it a try.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot more variety than I thought. There are the ones on the cultural gap between the UK and Korea, and some on your thoughts and ideas about certain words. So what would you say is the biggest gap or the difference between the two cultures?
Well, obviously there are many other differences because it's an Eastern country and Western country, right? But for me, like when I was in the UK, I just found out that British people say sorry like too many times, So like obviously when they bumped into someone, they just obviously say sorry. But I think the meaning of sorry is a bit broader in the UK. So not just for apology, but when they like just, I don't know, like other than that, they just keep saying sorry. So I felt it was a bit awkward for me. But after spending some time, I also kept saying sorry as well.
I actually checked out your sorry
really?
video.
Yeah.
And I remember a part where you said that people on average on a daily, in a single day, people usually say about 8 sorries.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, 8 sorries a day?
Yeah.
And then you gave examples of when people usually say sorry. But you had more than 8 reasons. You had nearly, I think, 30 reasons just on that video clip.
Yeah.
Sorry for doing something right. Sorry for doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I was actually very amazed at how many times a person will say sorry in a single day.
And obviously, I think American culture is also different.
Right, that's true. But your videos aren't only on British dialects.
Right.
You cover many other subjects. Can you give us an example of a couple?
So I also make videos because I'm obviously interested in British culture as well. So I usually make videos about British culture, just generally. So I sometimes bring my British friends and I have them as my special guests. So talk about British English or British culture. Are British people crazy about Harry Potter?
I am.
Like how crazy? Have you got any like books or gifts?
Okay, I'm not that crazy. I have books.
Yeah.
I have all the movies, which I do watch very frequently.
All the shops were open until midnight for the release day, and everyone would be like dressed up as their favorite Hogwarts house and stuff. It's a bit of like a national treasure to us. So
is there any other like national one, like Harry Potter, really popular one?
Lord of the Rings.
And where do you come up with these ideas when it comes to choosing a topic or a subject?
I don't know. I'm just constantly thinking of new ideas. So sometimes it's like stressful for me, but I really enjoy like making videos. So I think, yeah. So I just don't stop, just thinking of new ideas. And yeah, and even like while making videos, I just come up with new ideas. So while filming my video, I also like take a note for the new videos.
I see.
So yeah, it just keeps going. And yeah, now I've spent over 1 year making those videos, and I just keep going that.
So you mainly shoot your videos here in Korea.
Right, in Korea.
I'm curious, where do you shoot your videos? Do you have a studio that you've...
Not this, fancy studio, but yeah. But I usually just film videos just at home in my room, because I don't need any, great background, because I can use just computer graphics, right?
I see.
So I just set up my, studio and film everything, and I just edit the video right away in my room. So I find it really comfortable, because I can do everything just at home. So yeah. That's how I do.
The editing must take a long time too.
That's
because you do a lot of stuff.
Right.
There's the background, and then you've got words popping up here and there.
Right.
Does that take a very long time as well?
Well, at first it took quite a long time to make one video, because that was the first time I did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been doing that like over 1 year. So I'm just getting more used to editing videos, and I think I'm getting good at editing videos. So these days I don't take that much time as I used to do. So yeah, but I still enjoy just editing and making videos. So just taking a lot of time doesn't really matter for me.
I see. So was it hard for you to make these videos on so many different topics and subjects? Because you only lived in the UK for 6 months.
Right.
Was it? How difficult was it, or was it easy for you?
So, like for making videos about British culture and British English, I actually do lots of research. So sometimes I read books, and I ask my British mates about the British culture, about British dialects, British English. So it takes quite a lot of time to make one video. So maximum, it takes about 1 month to make like 3-minute long video, because I can't say something that is wrong, right? So I should be really careful about saying something, because people just observe what I say, because they just think everything is just true. So it takes quite a long time to do the research, but I just enjoy learning British culture and British English. So I don't, find it really, really tough for me.
And what was your most recent video on? What was it about, and when did you film it?
So like when it comes to a British dialect, I recently made a video about, it's called Brizzle.
Brizzle?
Yeah, it's in Brizzle, and it's Bristolian. Do you know what Bristolian is? Not really. It's the dialect which is used in Bristol in the UK, and it's in, the southwest of England. Yeah, so I made a video about it, and like the funny thing is, like right after I posted my video about the Bristolian dialect, just all the people from Bristol just got tagged to my video, and they just started discussion, and they started their conversation about their dialect words, stuff like that. So that was really exciting.
I'll bet you like your lunch today. Ooh, RKE, you've got new daps. I'm off to Astle to get some cider. I've arrived in Bristol. Cheers drive. In Bristolian, cheers drive means thank you bus driver. You would often hear this expression in Bristol, since Bristolians often kindly say cheers drive when they get off. So when you want to say thank you to a bus driver in Bristol, you can say like cheers drive. Then let's take a look at an example sentence. I've arrived in Bristol. Thank you bus driver. I've arrived in Bristol. Cheers drive.
Well, I can see why so many people love Korean Billy.
Oh, thank you.
There are many people, many Koreans that actually are very interested in speaking British English. So why not give us a tip as to which book? Because you mentioned you watched movies, you read books. I mean, there are tons of things you can do to practice speaking British English.
Right.
So what's a tip that you might be?
So when I was a high school student, I definitely used some books. And there are some books from Cambridge, Oxford, UK, publishers make grammar books or just English books for only British English. So I used that, and I also watched lots of, films and TV shows. Like Harry Potter was really popular at that time. So I watched Harry Potter over and over again. And I think these days I would recommend watching YouTube videos as well, because when I was young, mine as well. When I was a high school student, there was nothing like YouTube, so I couldn't really watch YouTube videos. But these days, there are lots of YouTube videos, and there are lots of British YouTubers as well. So if you are interested in British English, you can definitely find British YouTubers who are just native speakers.
I see.
And just find some topics that you are interested in. Like if you are interested in traveling, you can just type travel in the UK and find British YouTubers who make videos about just British traveling, and that is interesting. And you can also learn British English as well by listening to the native speakers.
I see. So I guess it's not that difficult after all.
Yeah, I think the best way to learn British English is just copying their lips and just copying their accents. So I think listening a lot would be the best way to learn British English.
All right. And would you maybe like to give a few tips to our viewers that may be wanting to create something very similar to what you have been creating, what you create right now? I mean, there may be plenty of people saying, I wish I could make a YouTube video, just like Korean Billy. I want to do something like him. But a lot of people may not be brave enough, for people that need encouragement, or what kind of tip would you like to give them? Or could you give them?
So I think the reason why I could be very brave to make a YouTube video is because I made a video about what I already know and what I like. So I think some people would like to get popularity as soon as possible. So they just try to pick up some just popular topics, even though they don't really know much about that. But I would recommend just making a video about what you really like and what you know enough to tell other people. And that made me keep making the videos, because I am really interested in British English. So I even though I make hundreds of videos, I don't get bored. So I would recommend choosing a topic what you like and what you enjoy making a video, and that would make your way to
I
the
think
YouTube.
That's great advice. Thank you so much for that tip. What else do you plan to share on Korean Billy in the future?
Well, obviously there are many other dialects I haven't covered yet. So I'll definitely learn more British dialects and help others to learn more about it. And I am also just trying to help British people to learn more about Korean culture and Korean language as well. And just in the end, I want to just represent a Korean guy who loves British English and just who loves British culture. So yeah, I hope just my channel would be a great community where just British people and Korean people get together and have great conversations about different culture.
It's wonderful.
So.
And we're down to our final question. What does the UK mean to you?
Okay, UK. So the United Kingdom is a country that enabled me to broaden my vision and broaden my world, because if I could have only spoken in Korean, I would have just been able to communicate with only Koreans, right? Those who can only speak in Korean. But now I can speak in English. I can just communicate with almost everybody. So I can, and by communicating with many more people, a lot more people, that just made me, get lots of, creative ideas and just see the world in a different way. So just the United Kingdom and the English language just made me just see the world, more widely and in a different way. And that just, made my life more exciting, actually,
Right.
because I really enjoy meeting new people. So my English skill helped me to meet many more people.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We hope that you continue to live your dream, and I'm sure that our Arirang heart-to-heart viewers have already become huge fans of yours.
Oh, right.
So that means more subscribers already.
All right.
Okay.
I'm pleased.
Thank you once again for joining us on our show, and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
네, thank you. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.